Over 2,000 years ago, Roman engineers achieved a feat of construction that still baffles us today. They built roads so incredibly durable that some sections remain in active use after 20 centuries. In stark contrast, many of our modern highways require major repairs after only a few short decades. How did they manage such longevity without the advanced technology we rely on in the modern world? The Romans had no bulldozers to clear the earth, no GPS for navigation, and no lasers for precision. They lacked modern asphalt, yet they managed to connect an empire spanning 5 million square kilometers. Their network stretched nearly 400,000 kilometers, binding a vast territory together through sheer engineering. Some of these ancient foundations remain perfectly intact, standing as a testament to their builders' skill. What did the Romans know that allowed their work to outlast the very empire they served? The secret was not a single brilliant invention, but a series of core principles still used today. Many people mistakenly imagine Roman roads as simple, flat strips of stone laid directly on the ground. In reality, every single road was a complex, carefully engineered system designed for maximum performance. Long before any stone was laid, Roman surveyors spent weeks studying the landscape with great care. They used tools like the groma, a simple but effective device for creating perfectly straight lines. These straight routes were plotted across dense forests, wide plains, and even rugged, challenging mountain ranges. Roman roads became legendary for their straightness, which served a very specific and practical purpose. Straight lines meant faster travel times, simpler navigation for travelers, and more efficient movement of troops. Supplies could be moved across the empire with incredible speed, ensuring the military remained well provisioned. Whenever they encountered an obstacle, the Romans chose to push through it rather than go around. If a hill stood in their way, they would cut directly through the rock to maintain the path. When a valley blocked the route, they constructed massive embankments to keep the road level and straight. If a river interrupted the journey, they engineered sturdy stone bridges to span the water. The goal was never just to reach a destination, but to create the fastest connection possible. However, choosing the route was only the beginning of the challenging construction process. The real secret to their success lay hidden deep beneath the surface of the road. Roman engineers understood a fundamental truth that many earlier civilizations had completely overlooked. A road is only as strong as the foundation upon which it is built. Construction began by digging a deep trench, sometimes reaching nearly a meter into the earth. The bottom of this trench was packed tightly with large, heavy stones to provide stability. This initial layer acted as the bedrock, ensuring the road would not sink over time. Above these large stones, they added a layer of crushed rock mixed with lime. Then, they carefully layered smaller gravel to fill the gaps and create a solid base. Finally, large, fitted paving stones were placed on top to form the smooth, durable surface. Each of these layers had a distinct purpose, focusing on strength, drainage, and load distribution. The Romans were not just laying stones. They were engineering a sophisticated, multi-tiered structure. In many ways, their process mirrors the construction of our modern highways today. Then came perhaps the most important innovation of all, the management of water. Every road in history has faced the same relentless enemy, the destructive power of rain. Water seeps into weak foundations, causing the ground to soften and the surface to crack. Once the foundation is compromised, the entire road begins to collapse under the weight of traffic. Roman engineers designed their roads to combat this threat from the very beginning. Instead of building perfectly flat roads, they gave them a gentle, rounded curve. Known as a camber, the center of the road sat slightly higher than the outer edges. This simple geometry allowed rainwater to flow away from the road's surface naturally. Drainage ditches were dug along the sides to carry that water even farther away. The road stayed dry, and the foundation remained solid, preventing erosion and structural failure. Modern highways use this exact same principle because gravity has not changed in 2,000 years. Beyond strength, speed was essential to how the Roman Empire functioned as a whole. Before these roads, long-distance travel was slow, dangerous, and highly unpredictable for everyone. Once the network was complete, soldiers could march over 30 kilometers in a single day. Messengers carried vital orders across continents, and merchants transported goods between distant cities. Ideas spread faster than ever before, connecting diverse cultures across the vast Roman territory. The roads did not just move people, they moved the very fabric of civilization itself. Without this infrastructure, governing such an enormous empire would have been nearly impossible. Infrastructure became the true source of Roman power, holding the state together through logistics. While many roads have vanished under modern cities or forests, thousands of kilometers remain visible. In parts of Italy, Spain, and Britain, you can still walk on sections built by Roman hands. Their survival proves that simple ideas, executed with extraordinary precision, can withstand the test of time. The greatest lesson is that engineering for the future requires thinking beyond the present moment. Long after the emperors faded, their roads continue to lead us forward, showing us the value of quality.